welcome back to Healthy Living, Happy Life podcast, where we dive into practical, sustainable ways to create the healthy lifestyle that you deserve with vitality and energy. I am your host, Denise Stegall, and today I'm going to talk about the one probably most overlooked yet powerful tools you have at your disposal to feel good, function properly, and to thrive. And also to possibly lose some weight too. Ready? What is that? What is that one thing that could be so simple that you're maybe overlooking? Okay, it's this simple: protein. Specifically, whether you're eating enough protein, because protein can actually transform your body and it elevates your mood, and which of course elevates your happiness. If you're in a good mood, you feel happy, you feel light, you feel joy, and that's what life is supposed to feel like. So let me start with this question. Did you know that if you are getting the daily recommended intake for protein, you're probably not eating enough? I know, right? Many of us, especially women 45 to 65, in kind of that peri to postmenopausal phase, we think we're doing fine just by hitting that number that the RDA has set there. But in reality, the RDA number, which is actually only 46 grams, is simply the minimum required to avoid deficiency. What? Not the optimal that you need to build muscle and burn fat, especially as we get older. So what? All of these years we've been saying, oh, we're hitting the right number, we should be fine. Well, no wonder why we're gaining weight and we feel horrible and we have no energy and we're losing our muscle mass in menopause, because we're not getting enough protein. Now, of course, there are other things involved, but this is one of the simple things that we can do, that we can add or increase in our diets to combat all of these things. So unless you're actually tracking your protein, and most people don't. I mean, yes, some people track their macros, but a lot of people are like, it's fine. You are probably only getting between 40 and 65 grams a day. So if you're on that lower end at 40, you're not even getting the RDA recommended amount. So you're actually pushing yourself towards deficiency rather than optimal levels. A lot of times it feels like it's enough because it's filling. But the truth truly is, after 45, protein needs to become one of your go-tos. It needs to be your secret weapon. As we get older, our body goes through something called anabolic resistance, which simply means that it becomes harder for us to actually build muscle. Even if we're doing all of the right things like working out, strength training, and eating well, that's where this is where protein steps in kind of to save the day. Dun, dun, dun. Protein is here. So if you want to lose fat, the basic rule usually is you need to be in a caloric deficit, right? So most of us don't think, I need to lose fat. We need to lose weight. In order to do that, you need to be in a caloric deficit, meaning you have to burn more calories than you eat. But you also want to make sure that you're losing fat, hello, Menno Billy, as opposed to muscle. And protein is essential here for that. A couple of reasons. Number one, when you're in a calorie deficit, higher protein helps preserve lean tissue, muscle that we need, right? And that is critical for maintaining strength and energy. As we age, we know our energy levels can wane. In fact, there was a study of women 50 to 85, I think it was, and it found that women who ate at least 30 grams of protein per meal had stronger leg muscles and leaner body mass. Well, I don't know about you, but that sounds like I want to have a lean body mass and strong leg muscles. Think about this, with your, strong leg muscles, you can get up and down from a chair. People laugh when I say that, but there are women that I know that are, in their late 50s, early 60s, and they struggle to get in and out of a chair or up off the couch because their leg muscles are basically atrophied because they just don't eat enough protein, and honestly don't exercise enough either. So think about that. That's kind of amazing. Eating protein rich meals every day can completely make a difference. Now, if we're going to go back to that RDA number, 46 is not a lot, right? Is not enough. It took me a long time to believe that I needed up to 100 grams of protein. For much of my life, I've been more of a vegetarian. And yes, you can get protein as a vegetarian, but I was really struggling. So I'll just put it at that for now. So adding this additional protein, that 100 grams of 100 grams of protein really made a difference. I started to notice it within a week. I felt better. I felt stronger. I had so much more energy. And here's a little fun fact. Love fun facts. Protein burns more calories during digestion than fats and carbs. So about 20 to 30% of protein's calories are just used to process it. So wait a minute. If you eat protein, your body burns more calories while it's digesting, burning more calories. That's what you want, right? When we're in a calorie, when we want to lose weight, we want to be in that calorie deficit. Well, if our body is burning protein, burning that 20 to 30% more, that's a good thing, right? So not only is protein keeping your muscles intact, but it's boosting your metabolism too. Protein keeps you fuller longer, reduces hunger, and helps keep those pesky cravings at bay. Now, I know a lot of times people say, oh, you have to have more fiber, you have to have, more grains and all that. That fiber keeps you fuller longer. Protein keeps you fuller longer. That satiety level is so much higher. There are more calories in protein than there are in a lot of other foods. So, obviously this is something, if it's going to keep you fuller longer. What else? There are so many things. Truly, protein is not just fuel for your body. It really does help you stabilize your blood sugar, stabilize your mood, increase your energy, equals happiness. So eating more protein, or a good amount of protein, 100 grams of protein if you're a woman, whatever. Again, everybody is a little different. So don't take that number as God, but definitely it should be around there. And we can talk about that a little bit more. If you're interested, just schedule some time to chat with me. Okay. So, what are the best sources of protein? Best sources of protein. Best sources of protein. I have 4 that I focus on, or I'm going to focus on, and I'm going to focus on animal-based proteins because they have their amino acids and bioavailability and digestibility. Yes, you can get enough protein on a vegetarian or vegan diet, as I mentioned before, but you also need to make sure that you're supplementing for micronutrients and other things that may be missing. So if you do decide to go that route, I suggest that you see your doctor regularly and get tested just to make sure that you're not deficient in protein or any of the other micronutrients, because vegans often have a deficiency in B12. Why? Who cares? There's a bunch of B vitamins, right? B12 helps create DNA, important, right? Helps reproduce red blood cells, maintain healthy nerve cells, converts food into energy, and prevents anemia, which is a blood condition that causes weakness and tiredness. And it also helps to B12 also helps to metabolize protein. So if you're not getting enough B12 to metabolize protein and you're eating some protein but not enough, your body has a hard time metabolizing it. So the 4 foods that I'm going to talk about, and these are things that are in my refrigerator or freezer all the time. Number 1, wild salmon. I love wild salmon. I've gotten to a point where I order it from a company because I know where they're catching it. I know it's wild caught. I know it's as soon as they catch it, they cryovac it and freeze it. So I know there's no challenge there. A lot of times when you get even if it's wild salmon at the supermarket, it's been frozen and kind of defrosted and frozen and defrosted again. And that's really the quality of the fish goes down. Not only that, if you ever get fish that it's like I got really fishy smell, a lot of times it's because of the freeze thaw. So why salmon? It's packed with lots of protein, loaded with omega-3s, which are anti-inflammatory, support muscle preservation, yay, and fat burning. This is great food. We should be eating salmon on a regular basis. We tend to have salmon at least once a week, often twice a week. Plus, what else does salmon do? It has creatine for muscle energy and taurine, which helps you recover from workouts faster. So it's like muscle building and mood boosting all in one meal, right? So number 2, Greek yogurt. I remember as a kid, my mom bought plain yogurt one time. And I remember thinking, oh my God, why would anybody eat this? Well, all these years later, not just plain yogurt, but Greek yogurt, which tastes different. Yes, it's still tangy, like plain yogurt, but it has such a different flavor profile and thickness and creaminess. But Greek yogurt is number 1, high in protein, low in calorie. So again, if we want to lose weight, get rid of our meno belly, we need the protein, but we also need to pay attention to calories. Greek yogurt also offers probiotics for gut health. And regarding gut health, I do have a gut health freebie on my website, and I really recommend popping over there and picking that up, because we don't understand gut health the way that I believe we should. We just think, oh yeah, I'll take a probiotic, I'll be fine, no big deal. But there really is a lot going on with digestion and your gut health, especially when it comes to your second brain. Your gut and your brain are connected. So they call your gut the second brain. So you want to make sure that your second brain, along with your first brain, are doing well. Strong gut health improves, of course, digestion, plays a role in mental clarity and mood. Ladies, when we are in this phase of life, what are we complaining about? Oh, yes, weight loss, weight gain, and energy and mental brain fog. Mood swings. Food is medicine. Greek yogurt is one of those great foods that can help you with mental clarity, increase mood. Again, packed with B12 vitamins that I mentioned before. It's going to support your energy, make you feel more vibrant, more energetic. I said that twice, sorry. And ready to take on the day. I tend to have Greek yogurt in the morning with some berries and a little bit of cinnamon, because for me, it's just a yummy breakfast. So Greek yogurt is a great option for increasing your protein. The next one is grass-fed beef. Now, grass-fed beef can be a little bit more expensive, but here we're looking for quality, right? I think in the US, we get this idea that, quality is more. That's just quantity. We want to go for quality. And, when you have quality food, you actually need less of it. So look for lean cuts like filet or a tenderloin. I absolutely love a tenderloin when it comes to a steak. And probably at this stage, that's the one I eat the most. Grass-fed beef also is a great source of omega-3. Who knew, right? And creatine, again, supports muscle growth and recovery. So in this phase of life, we're still working out, right? Or we're adding more, some weightlifting, maybe some different exercises. Maybe we're playing pickleball, whatever it may be. But your body needs to recover after those exercises. Not surprisingly, grass-fed also offers a better nutrient profile. Why? Because the cows are eating grass that's in clover and whatever else is growing there. So you actually are getting more vitamins, more minerals, and antioxidants compared to grain-fed beef. Okay. Number 4, chicken breast. Yep, organic chicken breast. always in the refrigerator. My husband, Mark, always has a joke, at least, where he says he eats so much chicken, he's growing feathers. Not completely true, but we do eat a lot of chicken. I'm one of those people who believe that you can eat chicken 365 days of year and never eat it the same way, right? Chicken is lean, it's lower in calorie. Um, so that's perfect for fat loss, right? You want the protein, you don't need all the calories. So it's also, what else does it have in it? Amino acids, like leucine, again, essential for muscle protein synthesis. All of these things that we have in protein are work synergistically in our body. So when we have enough of them, and our body knows what to do with them, as opposed to other food-like substances, i.e. processed foods, our body actually knows what to do with it, and helps our body work optimally. So if you want to keep the calories down, grow some muscle, chicken is your BFF. So I guess to kind of pull it together, by incorporating protein sources into your daily routine, more protein sources, you're going to support your body, feel great, function properly, and thrive in life, especially during menopause. And ladies, nobody told me when I was 37 that I was starting to go through menopause. Yes, called perimenopause. So at 37, really, I had no idea. No wonder why I felt like garbage. I'm now 53 and I'm postmenopausal, which is a completely different phase in all of this. But at this stage, I knew I feel great. My body works properly and I am thriving, not just surviving. So you'll feel stronger, you'll be more energized. And what does that equal? Greater happiness. Protein is the simplest and most effective way to transform your body and how you feel every single day. Now, if you're a little overwhelmed by this and unsure how to how to get all of this protein into your daily diet, schedule a call with me and let's just go through an analysis. You know what you're eating, what you like, and I'll help you to increase your protein sources, protein levels in a way that works for you. But before I go, don't forget your health and happiness are deeply connected, and the choices that you make today shape your vitality, longevity for tomorrow. Longevity is about the quality of life you live while you're here on the planet, not just the years in the life, it's the life in the years. So why not start with something so simple as adding more protein to your plate? So thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Healthy Living, Happy Life. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, share with a friend, and leave a review. I'd really appreciate that. You can always connect with me at support@denisestegall.com. Let's keep building a vibrant, healthy life together. So until next time, I leave you with this: healthy living, happy life, and eat more protein. I'll see you again.